Hey, what's up you guys, Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Supergirl. This is Season 5, Episode 3, so let's go through your comments. Eve's story is 100% a retcon. The story they are starting to tell this season has a basis in the comics with completely different origin. I won't say any more on that. Alright. This episode was okay. It felt kind of like a continuation of the season premiere. They are building up the new characters and new relationships. They are also giving us the start of several plot lines. Fair enough. Well, it is and it isn't. Eve was approached and threatened in the finale last season, so the show isn't retconning it this season. But they probably didn't plan it that way before. So we could certainly say it is a retcon, just didn't start this episode. I agree. Yeah, that's basically what I meant, I think. The parts that, like, I feel like were the retcon was, like, that she said something about, I don't know, I think she, like, implied or said something, like, that she never wanted to hurt them, but she said last season that she did, so I don't know. I was thinking about the song before the credits sounded familiar, then I realized it was a cover of Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Yeah, I noticed that. That sounds nothing like the original. I don't know why this trend is continuing. This might upset you, but I actually really like it when TV shows, they have, like, different versions of different songs. I found some of my, like, favorite songs through that kind of thing. There's one that I really like, that was on Pretty Little Liars, and it was, you know, Every Breath You Take by The Police, but it was sung by Denmark and Winter, and it was so different, and I really liked it. What can I say? And there's been multiple different songs, like so many, that I've heard, and I'm like, oh, I really like this version. Like, there's a song in Legacies, like a couple songs in Legacies, actually. But yeah, like lots of different songs, and I kind of like when they do it. I don't know. Maybe I think some people think it's cringy. I like it. What can I say? I don't know why. Yeah, so it could have easily have been a different song with the feel they were going for, but the music and lyrics don't make sense at all together. I know you saw Black Widow, so I can use this as an example. During the beginning credits, they used a cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit with the same kind of piano and droning vocal style. It was actually pretty dumb and took me out of the movie. I really liked the song. I had heard it actually before Black Widow, but I really like it, so I have to disagree with you. It could just be like a music taste thing, like some people like rock music, some people like pop music, I don't know. I get most of my songs from TV shows, so I like it. And I guess movies. I actually liked the montage with Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That rendition was perfect for what they were actually showing. The original wouldn't have worked, but the darker version did. I think the music itself was okay with the scene, but my point is the lyrics of the song didn't fit what was happening. As I said, they could have done the original song that sounded dark and made more sense lyrically too. I don't know. A lot of people didn't and still don't like Alex and Kelly together. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that they didn't want to see Alex with someone who isn't Mackie. That's really frustrating because, like, obviously the actress left the show, she went on to do different things. You need to move forward. You need, like, do you want her to stay, like, alone forever? Like, let her mature into her next relationship. I liked Maggie and Alex, I thought they were really sweet together, but it was definitely, like, a first love thing. And it's time for her to move on, and I really like Alex and Kelly together. But personally, I think they're really cute, and have great on-screen chemistry. Absolutely. Maggie was an epic first love, but if Alex had stayed with her, I don't think she would have ever been completely happy, and she probably would have always resented Maggie for not wanting kids. Exactly. Kelly and Alex's relationship feels a lot more mature with, yes, 100%, I agree. The one thing that I took issue with, with Maggie and Alex, was the fact that this was her first, this was her first relationship. She'd just come out for, I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe? And then she was like, let's get married. This was your first relationship, really. And it just felt like it was rushing into things. Whereas Kelly and Alex so far, they seem very mature and right for each other. It almost felt like, this is probably being a bit mean to them, but Maggie and Alex were kind of like the teenage epic love that you have, but then you grow and you develop and you mature into a better relationship later on in life. I don't know, yeah. And with Kelly, Alex has the opportunity to start a family, which is one of the things she wants to do the most. Well, I mean, assuming Kelly wants kids. We don't know yet. Another thing is that they relate to each other and they understand each other's pain. They both lost a fiance and they've both grown as people since. Yeah, absolutely. I really like Kelly because they didn't just introduce her as a lesbian. They didn't just say, in her first episode, oh, I'm a lesbian, and then I would be like, okay, clearly you're introduced for Alex. They developed her character. They had her hang out with Alex, see if there was chemistry there, and then they, talked about her being a lesbian. And I was like, I like that. That is, to me, what I want from an LGBT ship, okay? I want that because that is how they develop straight relationships. And I think that, that people from the LGBTQ community deserve the same kind of treatment that straight people get. So, yeah, so that's what I really like about them. It's the same with Ava and Sarah on Legends. They, developed a character and then showed that she was into girls. Anyways. Lena didn't explain her project in decent detail, but she did explain, okay. But I totally understand why you're a little confused, so I'll try and explain it. Alright. So her project is called non-cherry, okay, pronounced like cherry, okay, which is Latin for no harm or do no harm. Essentially, her goal is to reprogram/rewire human brains so that the bad parts are gone, no more lying, cheating, hurting others, etc. Basically, she wants to make everyone good people, which sounds like a good idea in itself, but when you think about it, it's easy to realize how her plan could go wrong. Yeah. Okay. What about, games? Let's just say that you're playing, I don't know. You guys ever play Mafia? Or, what do you call it? Werewolf? Or Town of Salem? Where, one person in the game is a killer, and then, the rest of the people go to sleep, and then they kill someone, and then they have to try and pretend that they're not the killer. That's technically lying. And, I mean, it would ruin the idea of being able to play that game if you're not allowed to lie. Right? That's just one really shitty example of how that would be wrong. Either way, it's not meant to be some evil villainous plot. She doesn't have bad intentions. She's just very hurt. So hurt that she decided she can get rid of the things that caused her the hurt in the first place. Also, let's not play God, because that's never a good idea. Anyways, let's get into it.
Eve, need hope. You two are going to be working closely together.
Also,
I see you. You're a saboteur.
the actress
That's a rotten way of
is
making it to the top.
looking a bit different. Is that switch you to something? No thank you. No fucking thank you. No fucking thank you. I will pass.
Thanks, Jenny. The next time your sister asks you to babysit, just say no. Remember, boundaries.
Are you just...
Speaking of
Are you
boundaries,
just therapizing? They're
Why?
shrinking
She
everyone.
told you her whole life story? It's kind of my job to listen, guys. Kelly, you were attacked by a shapeshifter, and he's still out there. And you have every DEO agent working to find him.
I don't think it could hurt to reel it in just until they catch him. And as Alex's sister, I can tell you that she's almost always annoyingly right.
And as Kelly's brother, I can tell you that she can handle herself.
Listen, I hate to break up this Danvers-Olsen scrimmage, but we have to get to our meeting. Try not to worry so much.
Damn it.
The transmitter you duplicated from the Obsidian contacts uses an ocular interface. Since you modeled it directly into the brain, may I suggest you lower the frequency another 7.32%?
It's not that, Hope. In theory, Q waves should allow me to rewrite portions of the human brain.
To rid the world of lying, manipulation, and violence.
Yes, but no matter how I manipulate the frequency, the transmitter will only allow me to read information from the brain. If I try to augment it, I get a zombie effect.
You don't want a world of robots, you just want better people.
Yeah, I don't want zombies.
I am sorry, Ms. Luther. It must be uncomfortable with me in this form for you to trust me.
I don't trust people, Hope. I believed I could once. I had friends that made me believe I could. But they betrayed me like everyone else.
Your brother, Lex, was the worst of them, but I believe he could help you now. I have access to Eve Tessmacher's memories. Lex was working with Q-waves. It was part of his plan to get past Superman's invulnerable skin. He left detailed records in his private journals.
His journals?
There are 3 of them. They are currently in a level 5 secure facility at Fort Summit. Retrieving them would be impossible.
For me, maybe, but not for everyone.
Are you gonna use her?
Graceful arcs across her brow.
Oh dear.
I'm left forever to wonder how a being as perfect as my Neonol could ever love someone as small. What was that?
Just thank you for poem 100 and
127.
127.
Yes, I've almost mastered the sonnet.
Oh, I think you've got it, but you don't want to overdo it.
And you're right. Brevity is the soul of wit, as Polonius said to Hamlet. I shall move on to the villanelle, a more complicated form, but capable of much deeper emotional resonance. As exemplified
so
by
extra.
Dylan Thomas's "Don't Go Gentle Into That Good Night."
I thought we could run a story on recent deaths.
People love to read about death. It reminds them that they're alive, and it gives them the pleasure of schadenfreude.
20-year-old Uber driver hit by a car.
If the person is boring, then the cause of death is boring.
That's
Wow
rude.
Me. Show me some sparkly death.
Dr. Niles Jarrett, a health tech billionaire, recently discovered deceased in a nightclub bathroom.
Dr. Jarrett died?
Knowing the dead person does not make their death interesting.
A 33-year-old genius doing significant work in the field of extending life dies young, unexpectedly. It's tragic and certainly worth a story.
There's hard news, legitimate feature, or brain candy. Sentimental tripe, you just pitched us as a category of its own. Trash.
How dare you?
William's right. Dead scientist is not sparkly.
And there's no substantive story. So stop wasting our time.
Are you
How do
just
you know
trying
there's
to
no
cover yourself?
substantive story when we
Because
haven't
you
even looked
knew.
into it yet?
I've looked into it. Nothing there.
Franklin, next corpse, please.
I think you know more about the Jarrett story, and for some reason you don't want me on it.
You're paranoid.
You lied up there. Why?
Stop humiliating yourself, Danvers. It's painful to watch.
Fuck you!
I know they're brave.
Can I drown him?
You okay?
Yeah, I thought I had William Day pegged as an ambitious ass, but I think he might be much worse.
Another poem. Every hour of every day, Brainy sends a new ode to a new body part. Sorry, not appropriate. Or important right now. How can I help?
I want to restore my missing memories. I was hoping that you and your dream power might go deeper than Kelly's technology could.
Isn't messing with memories dangerous?
I believe that restoring lost memories through dreams should be safe because I will be finding them myself in an organic way. With your help, of course.
John, are you sure you want to remember?
Malefic said I was still in the dark. And I believe he's right. One of those missing memories has the key to unlock why he betrayed our people.
Of course his name is
Why he's
Malefic,
coming
though.
after everybody I care about.
Could you be any more evil?
I truly understand
It's
what
like...
happened.
Hang
I might be
on.
able to stop him.
As someone very wise once said, it's like they wanted him to be evil. It's like his parents wanted him to be evil. Maybe that's the quote. I don't know. I wonder if anyone knows who I'm quoting. Is that Bob? Oh my god, it's Bob! Otherwise known as one of the Goonies.
Pete Andrews? What are you doing here? I haven't seen you in what? Like 2 years?
Why would you call
Well, the
him
guys
the, like
posted
by his
something
full
online
name?
about you working here, so.
That's funny. I just started.
Well, I was in town. I thought I might drop by and see your new digs. Fancy, Olsen.
Thanks.
Your 1:30 appointment is here.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm sorry. I would so love to catch up. I can't right now.
Kelly, I came to National City to see you. I think I need help.
My last appointment wraps up around 6:30. Come back then. We'll talk.
Thank you. You always had the biggest heart in the world.
Don't do it. Okay, good.
Merci.
I thought they were gonna make his eyes glow again. Like, that was stupid.
You brought me coffee eclairs from Café Rue Salette on the Champs-Élysées.
She didn't see that?
Your favorite. And the cappuccinos. Did you really go to Pave in Milan?
It didn't take me that long.
You know what? I have really been missing out on the perks of having Supergirl as a best friend.
Well, we have a lot of lost time to make up for.
Yeah, but you know you don't have to go to Paris to pick up a lunch car. That's not what's important to me. But these scones from Dublin, oh my God, you could fly these in every day.
How are you?
Do you remember the journals we found at Stryker's?
Of course.
Well, reading them is the only thing that calms me. Somehow, hearing Lex's voice takes the mystery away and the terror. I just know if I could
are
read them
trying
all,
to
then
use her.
I would be able to cure myself of the trauma.
Well, then that's what you have to do.
Unfortunately, that is not an option. The government has confiscated all of Lex's possessions, his technologies, his weapons, even his childhood journals.
Well, that's ridiculous. You're the only person that could have an interest in that. Can't you just ask for them back?
Believe me, I have tried, but it is all tied up in bureaucracy and red tape. My lawyer said I would never get them out of Fort Summit.
Well, I could get them for you.
Cara, don't be ridiculous.
The journals will help you heal, and they're only locked up due to a technicality. I could go and get them, and no one would ever know.
No, I couldn't ask you to do that.
You're not asking. I'm offering. Oh, it's James. He's at the Emmy's office.
That's okay, we can talk later.
You ready?
Let's do this.
So she can just fall asleep when she wants?
I don't understand. What is this? Why are they in human form?
Your memories are being filtered through my subconscious in a way that makes sense to me.
Sean, wait up.
Okay, sure.
John, I think that's you.
Let's play hide and seek. John, you're it.
I remember playing this game.
There.
Nice job.
Malefic, you go now.
So it's his younger brother.
Cannot connect to the hive mind.
He can't do it. What's wrong with you? He can't do anything.
Why are you letting your brother get bullied? You were just watching from over there? You were watching your son get bullied?
I thought the White Martians used some kind of technology to turn Malefic into a terrible weapon. But he was born that way. Born able to project his thoughts and his will on others, but cut off from my people in the cruelest way.
Where are we going, Papa?
where no one can hurt you, my son. My beautiful son, know that you are loved and that we will pray for you every day as you must pray yourself. Look to Mir's teachings for guidance and healing. Let his counsel lighten your pain so that he might deliver us to a better place.
Father, John, don't leave me here. I'll be good. I promise.
Our God will
Where are
never
you
forsake
leaving
you.
him?
Malefic, I love you.
Please,
What?
don't leave me here.
You just locking him in a room? Like this fucking Rapunzel? Or Fiona?
Malefic, it's John. Father prays for your healing every day.
This
He has
fucked
faith.
up.
One day you will return home to us.
Ronvir's not my salvation, brother. They are.
Ronir! I failed you as I failed my own son. Allowed Malefic to be conscripted by the White Martians. Allowed the Council to send him to that purgatory.
Why did you lock your son
The
away?
agony in my heart. It's unbearable.
I don't
In my
understand.
father's anguish, he must have wiped both our memories. Wiped my brother from existence.
John.
Of course, Malefic turned against his own people. The isolation.
Yeah, why
Betrayal.
would he do that?
He wasn't evil. He was a child. He needed our help. And then my father goes and compounds the tragedy by wiping his memory from the collective. For Martian's death isn't final, but erasing a memory is. It's as if my father murdered his own son.
I guess, yeah.
Hypocrisy. His whole life was about being a holy man. And he goes and commits our culture's greatest sin.
I'm far more interested in hearing about your lunch with Lena. How did it go?
It's great.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Oh, no. What happened?
I flew to Paris, Milan, Dublin. I got all of her favorite things. It was great.
So why does it look like you ran over a puppy?
It was nothing, really. I kind of spontaneously agreed to do a favor for Lena.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
Nothing. It just entails breaking into a secure army facility and stealing Lex Luthor's journals.
Kara, are you out of your mind?
I just blurted it out. I wasn't thinking, but you should have seen how much pain she was in, and she's so
she
traumatized
played
by
you.
Lex's death. And the journals are the only way she can find closure.
No, you're gonna call her right now and you're gonna tell her that you made a mistake. You're not doing it.
I can't.
No, what you can't do is break the law and steal federal property.
Technically, I break the law all the time. I just broke into a Supermax prison 2 months ago.
Okay, that is totally different. That's to serve justice. What you're talking about here is crossing that line for a friend.
How is it different? She deserves to heal, and who would it be hurting?
Being played!
You know what? Brainy just illegally hacked into security cameras at a nightclub to help me solve this Dr. Jared's murder. I don't see you scolding him.
Totally different, but yes, Brainy should not be using DEO tech to help you write articles. I will crack down on that.
I just want to point out, who do you think we learned all of this rule breaking from?
That cuts deep.
That's Dr. Jared with William Day.
What would he be doing there?
Hang on, let me zoom in. That's the spider. That's the tattoo on his heart. What do you see? Do you know that woman?
No, but I know those tattoos. So tell me what you're
You've seen
going
this
through.
before.
Something is bothering you.
No, it's nothing.
Your pupil dilation says otherwise. You can tell me anything.
Brainy, if you had something really important to tell someone, but if you did tell them it would hurt them very much, would you still do it?
In my experience,
He's wearing a Bon Jovi
if you
shirt.
care about someone, you should tell them the truth. However painful, both of you will be better for it. If you're still feeling blue, I could cheer you up with a poem. An ode to Neonal's left earlobe. A villanelle.
Oh, sweetie.
Please, no.
Is there something you wanted to tell me?
No. But there is something that I have to tell John.
I've hidden behind a dresser.
I don't think I invited you here.
Not
I
too
invited
bad.
myself.
Yeah, I came prepared.
What the hell is that thing? Also, yeah, how is webbing keeping you from moving, Supergirl? Come on! It's webs. Come on.
This device uses magnetic resonance to attract the heavy metals in their ink. You ready?
Okay, just do it. Just don't explain it. Explain it afterwards.
We are examining the evidence from O'Connor's apartment, including the external drive you located, Supergirl. I am simultaneously attempting to break the encryption on it, but it is far more complicated than anything I've seen in the next 1,000 years.
All right, let's get these down into holding.
Ew.
Yeah, ew. Can we squish them?
You're okay?
Yeah, it's late. You all right?
I need to show you something.
It's the rest of your dream about what happened on Mars. The part you didn't see. Do you want to see it? Because it's going to be painful.
Absolutely.
I failed you as I failed my own son. The agony in my heart. It's unbearable.
Father, you did the best you could for Mal. It's not your fault.
He was my boy.
I mean, you
My
put
child.
him in a room and what?
He could not control his illness. The test was mine and I failed. I do not deserve to live. And how can I continue to counsel our people when I myself am nothing?
Father, our people need you. I need you.
Then I have failed everyone.
Kronmir, forgive me.
Oh, you do it. You did it. Okay. Still think it was wrong to lock him up. That was rude.
I'm sorry.
I erased them from our minds. I as good as murdered my own brother.
To save your father.
I had gone to my father to seek counsel, to ease my own pain, and seeing him like that. Rather than finding the strength to lift him up, I crossed a line that's unforgivable in my culture. I spent the last 300 years trying to repent for having fled Mars, only to find out
You did something worse.
that's the least of my sins. I'm so ashamed.
You did it out of compassion, out of goodness. Your father was heartbroken.
But
you saved
yes, but also your father did something
My father
fucked up.
would rather die than have his holy mind wiped. What I did for myself. You must swear to me you will never speak of what you saw to anyone.
I swear.
So they're just gonna appear there in real time.
No, there's a bit of a lag. It takes a few minutes for the mapping to finish and the image generators to do their thing. Don't
You know you're gonna get caught out here, right?
Let's do it.
You know, I'm just saying, right? You should be fast enough to get in there and get out without ever getting caught on a camera. Clark did this all the time in Smallville, just saying.
Supergirl, Brainy cracked the encryption on O'Connor's drive. Her next target is Dr. Andrew Stern at National City Hospital. We're en route.
I'm on my way.
Dr. Stern, we have reason to believe that you are the target of an assassination. Dr. Stern? Nice shot.
That was, yeah, very precise.
You were really starting to bug me.
Oof.
You're him.
My inception power, it worked.
Isn't she supposed to have people around her? Alright, you're needed.
It's Kelly.
It's webs. That's not... Why? I don't understand. How does webs stop Supergirl? I can't. Are you spraying bug spray at her? It looks like... Oh no, never mind. It looked like bug spray for a second in my head. I don't know why.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for?
The fuck?
Thank you, human. You have returned my power.
The fuck?
What are you doing to me?
This is the power that the Phantom Zone took from me. The power to control your mind. You can thank your weakness for this. In gratitude, I'll grant you a quick death.
No, please.
Malefic, no! No! Aramre's curse!
Around me, round.
Ik aralt pu efer. Ik ken arth. Ik samruf.
To my wrath, sam legur, sam alfast, ra.
Ik nunja ra. Jent et ra. Ik win ra.
De raas. Freeze up.
Why did the monitor bring him?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
There he is, the coffee guy. No, wait, there he is, the janitor.
How do you know?
You can see me?
Kelly, look out!
He's gone.
How could you see him?
Look, I'm sorry that your association with me has put you all in danger. Malefic is my responsibility.
Right
Come
now,
on, John.
we need to get
We've
Kelly to
we've
safety.
dealt with other people's
Taking
problems
her off the
before.
board is going to be our best bet. That way I can focus all of my attention and our DEO resources on finding him.
You want me to go away?
Yes, but just until we catch him.
I think Alex is right.
I can sense that something is weighing on you. Well, nothing lifts the spirit like a villanelle.
Stop! You said I had to be honest, even if it hurts your feelings, so here's the truth. It's just too much, okay? From now on, no more food, no more poems, no more anything. I know that you mean well. I know where you're coming from, and it's sweet.
It's too much.
It's too much.
You asked me to be myself, to be completely myself with you, but now you tell me you don't want that. I can only operate at 100%. It's just how I'm built, which is entirely my problem and not yours.
Brainy.
Didn't they just break up? Like, what the hell just happened? What the hell are you doing, shady dude?
About Jared.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can keep this all going.
Keep at it. And good luck.
Were you the shadow? I feel like maybe you could be a red herring.
Here. Take this. It's one of Lex's transmatter portal watches. Don't ask me how I got it. Just, if there's trouble,
I guess it comes in handy.
just use it. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna find Malefic and we're gonna bring you home.
I feel like we're getting rid of a valuable asset to be able to see who he is.
For the both of us.
But I get it.
Did you find what you need?
Take a look.
Lex's childhood journals. Not seeing schematics or anything technical.
It's Lex's version of a veneer cipher. It's a deceptively complex polyalphabetic substitution.
Huh. I see it now. Deciphering now.
And now I know what I have to do.
Alright. Alrighty, well that was Supergirl Season 5, Episode 3. The spider person is dead. That's all that matters, really. I don't really understand why John's dad locked away the brother, Malefic. It's like the kid was born, right? And you looked at him and you were like, this guy's gonna be evil. We'll name him Malefic. And then he grows up and then he, like, shows that he has, like, this anomaly ability. I don't know. And then you're like, yep, he's evil. Let's throw him in a tower and never think about it again. And then he ends up becoming evil because that is just what you knew he'd do. and then you're like, oh no, I failed him. I'm the worst, and I don't get it. Like, it's like you knew it from the beginning. You named him Malefic. What did you expect? I don't like that Lena just used Kara. But hey, I'm here for the drama. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.